Welcome to Subject Soup. Can India turn its 62 million tons of annual waste into an opportunity for a cleaner, greener future? Discover the game-changing solutions that can transform the nation's garbage crisis into a sustainability success story. How can India fix its garbage problem? Alright, let's talk trash, literally. India's garbage problem is massive, messy, and smells like trouble if we don't clean it up soon. The country generates over 100 million tons of waste every year. That's like piling up a mountain of trash taller than the Himalayas, and no, Mount Trashmore is not a tourist attraction we want. But don't worry, this is fixable. Let's break it down and see how India can clean up its act. First off, let's talk about us, the people. A lot of the garbage problem comes from not really thinking about what we're throwing away and where it's going. Imagine if everyone took a second to separate their wet and dry waste. It's not rocket science, but it makes a huge difference. Composting kitchen waste at home? That's how you turn banana peels into black gold for your garden. Schools and communities could run fun challenges or events to teach kids and adults why it's cool to care about where your trash ends up. Make it a movement like Swachh Bharat, but with a little more personal responsibility. Changing mindsets takes effort, though. Many people in India are used to throwing trash anywhere, assuming someone else will deal with it. Awareness campaigns need to address this directly. Imagine catchy jingles, social media influencers, and even neighborhood competitions for the cleanest streets. When something becomes trendy, it's amazing how quickly people jump on board. We need to make waste segregation and reduction as popular as the latest viral dance challenge. Community-level initiatives are another game-changer. Local groups could start neighborhood composting programs or recycling drives. How about a weekly trash-to-treasure market where people bring in reusable items to exchange or sell? It's practical, eco-friendly, and builds community spirit. Involving schools is key. Kids are often the best at influencing adults. Imagine kids coming home with projects that teach parents how to recycle or compost. They'd be little eco-warriors in training. India is a tech powerhouse, so why not use some of that brainpower to tackle garbage? Ever heard of smart bins? These are trash cans with sensors that can tell waste collectors when they're full. Imagine never having to see an overflowing dumpster again. And then there's the magic of waste-to-energy technology, where trash gets turned into electricity. It's like turning a bad breakup into a hit song, turning something gross into something useful. Plus, data analytics can help cities figure out waste patterns so they can plan better. Technology isn't just about gadgets, it's also about making systems more efficient. For example, mobile apps could allow citizens to report garbage piles, track waste collection schedules, or even earn rewards for recycling. These apps could also connect households with local waste pickers or recycling centers, creating a seamless system where nothing goes to waste. It's like Uber, but for trash. Waste-to-energy plants deserve a special mention. India's growing cities generate heaps of non-recyclable waste that often ends up in landfills. Instead of letting it rot, why not turn it into power? These plants burn waste to generate electricity, reducing the trash problem and providing energy at the same time. Of course, we need to ensure the emissions are controlled, but with proper regulations, this could be a game changer. Laws are like that strict teacher you had in school. They're annoying, but they get things done. India already has some solid waste management rules, but enforcement has been, let's say, a little wobbly. We need stricter penalties for people and companies that don't follow the rules. Also, how about rewarding good behavior? Cities like Indore are killing it with their cleanliness, and that's because they're serious about enforcing waste management policies. Let's make following the rules something everyone wants to do. But enforcement is just one part of the puzzle. We need policies that encourage innovation and sustainability. Imagine tax breaks for companies that use eco-friendly packaging or incentives for households that segregate waste. Public awareness campaigns can make the law feel less like a burden and more like a shared mission. The government could even set up community recycling hubs and composting facilities, making it easier for people to do their part. Finally, the government should focus on decentralizing waste management. Instead of relying on big landfills, why not empower local bodies to handle waste at the community level? This could mean smaller, localized waste processing units that reduce transportation costs and emissions. When the rules are clear and the infrastructure is in place, people are more likely to follow through. Let's not forget the informal sector, which plays a huge role in India's waste management. Policies should support waste pickers by providing them with safety gear, training, and formal employment opportunities. These workers are already doing a lot of the heavy lifting. It's time they got the recognition and support they deserve. Integrating them into the formal system can make waste management more efficient and equitable. Here's the thing: that the government can't do this alone. They need help, and that's where private companies and NGOs come in. These groups can bring innovation and resources to the table. For example, some organizations are working with informal waste pickers, giving them proper jobs, training, and tools. It's a win-win: the trash gets managed, and people's lives improve. Green Worms, for example, is doing amazing work by creating sustainable jobs while managing waste efficiently. That's the kind of collaboration we need more of. Collaboration also means sharing knowledge and resources. Imagine tech companies stepping in to develop apps that connect households with recycling centers, or companies offering funding for grassroots waste management projects. NGOs can help by educating communities, while the private sector can focus on logistics and innovation. Together, these partnerships can turn waste management from a government headache into a shared success story. At the end of the day, it's about building trust and working towards a common goal. When people see tangible results: cleaner streets, less pollution, better jobs, they'll be more likely to buy into the system. And that's when real change happens. Public-private partnerships could also focus on creating circular economies. What if companies were required to take responsibility for the waste their products generate? Extended producer responsibility laws could ensure that manufacturers and brands invest in recycling or repurposing programs. This approach shifts some of the burden off the government and onto the industries that profit from consumerism. Lastly, partnerships could promote innovation contests or grants for startups focused on waste management. India is full of young, bright minds looking to make a difference. With the right incentives, they could create the next big thing in waste management, from better recycling tech to biodegradable alternatives for everyday products. If you've been enjoying the content and finding it helpful or interesting, I'd love to have you join our community by subscribing to the channel. It's completely free and helps the channel grow so I can keep bringing you even more awesome content. No pressure, but your support means the world to me. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.